I'm Dana King.
And I'm Don Marsh. The nation's capital explodes in a second night of rioting.
North St. Louis starts buzzing when a swarm of bees drops in.
And the worry starts all over again for the man who is just a heartbeat away from the presidency.
Next on 2 News Tonight.
In the heartland of America, this is KTVI, Channel 2, St. Louis.
Live, the 2 News team tonight.
A monitor keeps tabs on the presidential heartbeat as George Bush gets back to work in the White House. Good evening. Tonight, doctors give President Bush a nearly clean bill of health.
And that's after 2 nights in the hospital.
Back to work, back to work.
His heartbeat is regular after doctors worked over him since Saturday to get it back to normal. But they still don't know what brought about his atrial fibrillation.
We want to reiterate that this man really has no symptoms of any kind, no problems, no physical problems that we can determine outside of this arrhythmia.
Doctors debated treating the president with electric shock or drugs. They voted on the latter. The needle didn't seem to slow the president at all. His day consisted of fulfilling prior obligations. This one was Soviet Foreign Minister Eduard Shevardnadze.
Thank you.
Meantime, Barbara Bush was happy to let this group of people know that her husband is just fine and that the worst is hopefully over.
He's in great shape. He never had any pain, you know, or any, there were never any scary symptoms. No pain, no anything, except when he was running, he was short of breath. But he's wonderful. He's back at work, and I'm thrilled.
Mrs. Bush isn't the only one thrilled the president's health is improving.
Some voters are breathing a sigh of relief as well. If anything happens to the president, Vice President Dan Quayle will take on that top job. And as the 2 News team's Dennis Riggs shows us tonight, that prospect makes some St. Louis voters nervous.
The next vice president.
Since his selection as running mate, Quayle's ability as a successor has been a question mark.
I don't like to think about that, and I think a lot of us don't like to think about that. I read public opinion polls like everybody else, and I think that the Republican Party needs to very seriously look at this situation.
Could Dan Quayle perform as acting